Oh, yes it is. On the floor that stuff belongs to me.
Every single note is beautiful. It's crazy. I get frustrated sometimes, even with myself. You know, we always talk about range, register, notes, as if like, you know, like, let's be honest, is it a note or is it a Tarzan impression? If you can't tell the difference between a note and a Tarzan impression, it's not a high note, right? Just because you hit the note. The problem is people want to hit the note. Don't hit notes, sing them. That's when it's real. Oh, God. I guess that's why she's called the vocal Bible, isn't it? Like. Musicianship is incredible, even at a young age. It's top tier. Listen to her musical phrasing, her musical decision making. Everything is a line. It's a line. It's phrased beautifully. That's something I noticed from Brandy. That's just the first time I heard her. Is just the level of musicianship is incredible, and that does extend to her runs. And everyone gets so obsessed over vocal technique. And listen, this is phenomenal technique, and she's just a kid, so we're gonna get into some exciting places clearly with Brandy. But the singing, the actual moving, and the expressivity, that's important. That's music, right? And she's killing it even at a young age.
Here's 12-year-old Brandy performing for a few scattered fans at LA's City Hall.
And you can tell she knows when she's just a touch off, she adjusts. Everyone goes off, right? But you have to be able to adjust. What a fucking tone. A beautiful voice. I want to talk about vowels here because this is something we don't talk enough about. No one talks enough about vowels, aka placement, whatever you want to call it. Like, look at how just relaxed her jaw is. So if I do things, right? If I shape things, I start muscling everything. Listen to how it kind of doesn't sound as clean. And the home of the brave, right? It's not bad. I think it's pretty bad. You know, I'm also my worst critic. But if you do it the way she's doing it, where it's super relaxed. And the home of the brave. And you let the words take care of themselves. You let the music take care of itself, and you just sing. And what's nice is when you're able to relax like this, the tone quality you get is so much more rich. It's deceptive. It sounds almost like she has a bigger voice than she does. That's just how good her tone and her production is. Just so relaxed.
And life is like a song. Whoa, yeah. At last, the sky above are blue. I found a thrill to press my cheek to.
Super out of sync, but I don't even care.
A thrill that I ever known.
She got
smile, you smile. Oh, and then
now one thing that's is she's still doing this relaxed thing that I was talking about, but she's adding just a little bit of a shift. This just goes back to her ability to kind of adjust her tone quality. When people want to sound brassy, sometimes they'll nasalize, sometimes they'll do some weird stuff. What she's doing is actually really, really, really subtle. She's contracting a tiny little muscle here called the area epiglottic sphincter. So these are the vocal folds, and these are the area epiglottic muscles. Attached to them are the false folds. And fortunately, these suckers can add a lot of tension. They can do a lot of cool stuff. But in this particular instance, what we're talking about, these can really get in the way. So it takes quite a bit of control to be able to just isolate this and not introduce that while also this is going on. It's vocal gymnastics, the larynx Olympics, if you will. So the difference would be, at last my love has come along. That would just be normal, right? That would just be without anything like that. And then if I want to add some brass to it, at last my love has come along. My lonely days are over. And I'm not adding a ton of, I'm not, at last my love, like I'm not Ethel Merman over here, right? It's subtle, but this is why she's so damn good.
was care for you are mine.
That brassy. Velvet. And then she when she brings it away from at last, right? Like she brings it away from that squealo, that area epiglottic sphincter contraction, back into this sort of really neutral vowel. Someone actually said it in chat. We're live streaming this. Check out my live streams on the channel. But she reserves the belt. She's not singing out all the time. So that way when she belts, it's epic. It's in contrast to everything else. Her decision making is 200 IQ. This audio is not doing any favors. Listen, when the audio is that bad, but it's still that pretty, it's pretty good.
Everybody knows.
Oh.
I can't keep on. Ooh, never really sure. Almost made you cry. Made you happy, baby. But
this is her ability to control her tone without compromising technique is what gives her that velvet sound. Intentional or not, intuitive or not, this is extremely well done. Tongue is always optimal. Never any of this, oh, sure, like no Eddie Vedder. Oh, her, no. You like Pearl Jam, though. She's changing the tone in by using incredibly subtle things like the area epiglottic sphincter, like the retraction of her lips. The result is an incredible sound.
Almost doesn't count. Yeah.
Get a little breathy in there for effect. It's so smooth.
Have you ever tried to find
Crack
words, but
on purpose.
they don't come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever? And long. Have you ever?
It's just so pretty. I'm sorry.
Have you ever tried to find the words, but they don't come out right. Have you ever
It hits so hard. Gotta find that recording on my own. It's beautiful.
and long for heaven and home when Jesus is my portion. Constant friend is he. The sparrow. And I sing because I'm free. He's out. And I know he watches me. Somewhere over the rainbow, up where the clouds are far behind me, that's where you'll find me. Really do come true. Whoa, whoa, somewhere, whoa, the rainbow, skies are blue, and true, somewhere over true. I was born by the river, oh yes it is. It's been too hard living, whoa, but I'm afraid to die, oh, brother. I say, brother, help me please. Back down on my knees. And oh, there are times when I thought change is gonna come. Whoa, yes it is. On the floor that stuff belongs to me.
That's my favorite part about singing, is just like the sound, you know? That hits me more than, you know, any notes, anything like that. It's always been that way for me. Anytime someone makes like a sound like this, it hits different. And
That stuff belongs to me. So log on your Facebook. It all belongs to me. To me. Ain't nothing leaving this house unless you
this is a rivalry. I don't understand this one. I don't. It's just every note, every single note is beautiful. It's crazy. I get frustrated sometimes, even with myself. We always talk about range, register, notes, as if let's be honest, is it a note or is it a Tarzan impression? If you can't tell the difference between a note and a Tarzan impression, it's not a high note, right? Just because you hit the note. The problem is people want to hit the note. Don't hit notes, sing them. That's when it's real. Oh, God.